I'm happy that I was able to guess it with very relatively little information, because that was niche as hell. A GameCube version of Enter the Matrix. My God.
Look. Speaking of niche as hell, here we have a player who is not niche. This is the Mexican set player for Team GP. This is Cham.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice, we have our Peruvian Terran player himself representing Team Super. It is Tavo. And as we get into these grand finals, I want to remind everyone in the chat, you have 3 minutes from hearing my voice. 3 minutes to place your bets in the chat. Predictions are open. Who is going to win this best of 5 grand finals?
Congrats to Super Kaito, who is the first in the chat to guess correctly. What is it that I have? I was actually gonna put another thing, but I couldn't manage to get it to stand up. So I needed to put another thing, and I chose that game because once the game is over, I'm gonna show you what I was gonna put originally here.
Okay.
It is something that I think is more cooler than this.
Oh god, now that's a nice historic kind of game there. Again, like the Matrix games, I remember seeing.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna consider it historic.
I mean,
but
you know, when was the last Matrix game?
The movies were, the games were like, you know, just another licensed game. You know?
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I think back in the day, every movie had a game. You know. Oh god. But here we go. We are diving into our grand finals, game number 1 on a bit of a different map. We haven't seen this quite yet today in this matchup. Or actually, no, sorry. We saw this with Yen versus Cham, game 1 that I had to solo cast. And now we're back in Tropical Sacrifice.
Yeah, Tropical Sacrifice it is. Light, what do you think of this map? What do you like to do here?
I like to make lunkers, mate.
You like to make what?
Lunkers, mate. Lunkers. They're like the lurker, except they dunk on everyone.
Is that the Australian version?
Yes, exactly. Instead of burrowing, they're up in the sky.
That is terrifying.
They rain spines from the sky.
The set version of a dropper.
Jesus Christ.
Remind me not to go to Australia. I'm afraid of droppers and, you know, spiders in my boots and sharks in my toilets.
God, nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And it's crocodiles in the toilets, not sharks. Okay, I'll have you know. But yeah, we'll see how this kind of turns out. Tropical Sacrifice is another one of those maps where there are a lot of choke points and a lot of ramps here that you can take advantage of defensively. And again, it's about taking these kind of sand bases as your 5th base. They're a lot more vulnerable. They're a lot more difficult to take for either player, to be fair. But yeah, like Tavo already doing something different. Again, he took a really fast 3rd CC. Before his natural was even done, he had his 3rd CC on the way.
Yeah, once more doing the Chaos Fate thing. And because Cham is Cham, like Cham usually is not a very cheesy set player. I think it is kind of safe to just go for it. You know, and not fear getting rushed. Yeah, once again, Tavo reading his opponent correctly, and once again, Tavo is opening with an interesting deck.
Exactly. We have the starport done. We have the fusion core on the way, deep behind his main base, hidden for the time being. And we'll see if he goes for mech again. I'm feeling it. I don't know if this is the best map for mech, but it's definitely possible.
I mean, look, if you're already going for BCs, I think mech is the next logical step. So why not? You know, just go for it. You know, embrace it. Don't fight it.
You're such a bad influence, Darking. What are you doing?
Look. All I want is for my fellow Terrans to go for his ladder sessions to go well. You know, to gain MMR points, to take back what is ours. You know.
Oh my god, and this is the map pool to do it on, by the way. Definitely the map pool to do it on. But we'll see, as we do see that first BC already on the way. What's important, and this happened with Yanji as well, look at Cham's vision. Look at his Overlord spread. He's not scouting. He has nothing in position to scout. He is looking to absorb and defend whatever it is his opponent's doing, and he wants to be as efficient as possible, and he's keeping his Overlords alive. They all turn around. He knows it's a 1-1-1 opener. He saw the Hellions, but that's all he knows. That's all he knows right now.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I'm surprised at the lack scouting for Cham. Like, is he that confident that he's gonna crush his opponent that he doesn't need to scout, or is this just a general bad play for him?
I think it's intentional. He did it against Yanji as well. I think he's relying on his link scouting, and he's relying on seeing the first units to figure out what's happening. And again, like, he knows it's a 1-1-1 at least. He knows that 8 Hellions have been made, but the problem is that it could be BC or it could be Banshee, and now the BCs have revealed themselves.
Yeah, BCs have revealed themselves. Now he has to be careful. This BC is a lot more trapped than the BC. That the first BC in the previous series, mate. So he's gonna have a tougher time getting out. And meanwhile, all the Hellions got surrounded. So this is a very different start from the previous series game number 1, mate.
Yeah.
He loses all the Hellions. This BC is also in a very precarious position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It's already taking a lot of damage. The BC shouldn't die.
Oh no! No! Oh. This is your fault, like you cursed that BC.
I mean, again, this is the best map to play mech on, puppy. But he's playing mech. We have 2 armories on the way. There are the factories on the way as well. We are indeed going mech, and Cham is now aware. Upon seeing the BC, he knows about the potential for this, and he is going for his own Spire.
Yeah, his own Spire, but yeah, his economy is now booming. 76 workers for Cham, 67 for Tavo. He's still building a lot more workers. The Hive is already on their way. Yeah, Cham is in a beautiful position at the moment, knowing that at least in the next couple of minutes there is nothing that could threaten him.
Exactly. Upon killing the Hellions and upon killing the BCs, he can be as greedy as possible, and that's what he's doing. He's double expanding, he's getting a Hive, he's teching up, and he's droning up. Like, this is insane what he's been able to get away with. Like, he's already hitting that ideal 85 drone count.
This is all your fault, like.
So a very rocky start here from Tavo, and this is going to force Tavo to be defensive, and he's going to be forced to just turtle up at home. That's exactly what Cham wants. And unlike the Zerg Lord, Cham is going to have an insane economy, and he's going to be able to just take map control and just out-trade his opponent. Well, that's ideally what he wants to do anyway.
Yeah, Tavo moving across the map with 1 BC, trying to see what it can do. Unfortunately, it cannot do much because there are a lot of queens. They're in position. I'm not sure about that padding for that BC. I'm not sure if you're going more into the set player race a good idea. And there we go. If he is forced to teleport, he sees that the corruptors are ready. So now Tavo needs to prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. We have turrets on the way here to make sure that the corruptors can't just dive in and kill a base or dive in and hunt down the BCs. Tavo is getting his 4th up and running, and I do believe that he will be able to successfully establish his 4th base, which is a great kind of start here. But Cham isn't going to take this lying down. A lot of links here towards the southern side of the map. I was thinking he would maybe go for a Bane run by, but yeah, there we go. Banes are on the way.
Yeah, Bane Serling Viper Corruptor is the name of the game for Cham. Is +2 melee. Is +2 melee attack or is it +3? No, it's +2. +2 melee attack is on the way. +2 armor as well. The what is it called? Adrenaline glands for the Serling. Yes, that is the name.
Adrenal glands.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. The cracklings are about to pop out any minute now. So suddenly Cham is gonna just break through with a lot of Banelings, trying to trade as best as he can with Serlings, because at the moment Cham has the economy advantage.
Yeah, exactly. And again, unlike the Zerglord Cham, he's just spreading creep all over the place. He should be taking even more bases. And it's one of those things where his goal here isn't going to be to like ram his face into a brick wall. It's to ram it a little bit, sure. But make sure that the wall stays a wall and that Tavo cannot expand. If Tavo somehow gets a 5th base up and running, that's going to be crazy. It's going to be on Cham to make sure that never happens.
Hellions and Cyclones of Tavo moving across the map, screening some of that creep. That is very, very risky. They almost got surrounded. Luckily, they managed to get away. Meanwhile, BC is on the right-hand side of the map, gaining creep. I mean, you know you're desperate when you're seeing BCs to clean creep.
Corruptors are being sent here to deal with the BCs at the same time. Massive Ling, Bane, Viper army coming in. The Vipers are here to deal with these tanks. The Blinding Clouds cover the tanks, and the Banelings are going to be able to take down this Planetary.
Yeah, Planetary immediately got down. Nice use of Blinding Cloud to stop the tanks from defending. And yeah, Tavo loses 1 base, loses 19 workers. And look, even if Cham loses this army, he doesn't care. He did his damage. He did what he needed to do. And it was executed beautifully.
Yeah, and the thing is that he's going to be looking to do that again. He's looking to just keep on doing that over and over again. And Tavo knows that, and he has had enough. He is pushing out across the map.
Yeah, has 169 supply for Tavo. It is now the time to start moving out. And just exactly after a fight from the third player who uses a lot of the army, so he knows he needs time to rebuild it. The Larva is probably gonna be busy on other teams, and there we go. Here comes Cham with a lot of Serling, Bailing, and Ravager, but there's a lot of tanks from Tavo.
Yeah, Tavo right now is ahead in army supply. Like, he has a better army, a bigger army. Cham is in the middle of regaining energy on his Vipers. He has Broodlords on the way, which will be ideal, don't get me wrong, but they need time right now. And Tavo is on a timer. He has to deal some economic damage.
Yes, and he's gonna try to do it. He's gonna siege this 4 base here. Oh, those queens are really out of positioning. There we go. Tanks do a lot of damage. That Cham cannot break it with what he has, but now the Broodlords are here, mate. And look at how many units showed up.
Yeah, we have 3 Cyclones, and they get lock-ons on Corruptors, not on Broodlords. We see the mass around. No, the tanks unsiege, and just like that, the entire army of Tavo is going to be swallowed up.
Yeah, unfortunately, tanks needed to unsiege because they were gonna die one way or another. And yeah, there we go. All the tanks from Tavo immediately died. There's only 1 tank left in the map. The BCs are still alive, but they're not doing anything.
Yeah, the BCs are trying to do what they can, and they will be able to pull away the Corruptors, I guess, and the Vipers. But that was a massive army to be losing. Tavo is trying to sneak out a 5th base, by the way, towards the north. Maybe he can get it up and running, but Cham is already remaxed.
Yeah, just already remaxed. He's ready to attack once more. You know, he killed like how many? Like 8-9 tanks. So now his opponent defense cannot be that good. So now it is time to go and kill the economy of your opponent.
Yeah.
Now send him back to the Stone Age.
I send him back to Age of Empires, papi. Let's go. The Broodlords are coming on in. Thors are here to defend her. And yo, with 4 or 5 Thors, there's plenty here. But the Blinding Clouds, the Thors are too thick. They can't get out of the cloud.
Yeah, and there we go. 22 worker skills, 1 base kill, and now Cham just pull out.
Cham does pull out. Meanwhile, the BCs across the map did some damage. 1 BC did fall. The other will teleport away. Cham has to respect the Thors. He's going to back the hell up. But he did just take down another base worth of economy. Tavo did sneak out the top left-hand base, which will help. Honestly, it is keeping him in this game. But he needs time to lick his wounds and rebuild this army.
Yeah, 59 workers for Tavo, 93 workers for Cham. Cham is really doing it. And oh my god, what? Light. Do you see what I'm seeing?
I don't want to see what I'm seeing, mate. Swarm hosts are on the way. And I love how Cham, he's just switching from one tech to another. He's forcing all these responses. He's forcing all of these Thors, which are very immobile, very slow. And swarm hosts are going to be ideal for sniping some of these fringe bases.
Oh no, this 5th base of Tavo is finally going to be discovered. Serlings around everything. How many SCVs are gonna die? Probably every SCV.
Yeah, the SCVs are under threat. The Biles are here as well. Blue Flame Hellies are here to defend, but the Planetary falls.
Yeah, Planetary falls. There are not enough units, but 9 worker skills and another base dead for Tavo. Now Tavo, how many mining bases he has? 1, 2, barely 2 basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, there's only a handful of mineral patches, 4 mineral patches here. Meanwhile, the Locust Wave is coming out again. Tavo is being pulled apart right now. There aren't that many tanks to defend. The army does reposition in time, so the Locust Wave only gets a single tank and a couple of Hellbats. So, again, acceptable losses here for Tavo, but he doesn't have an acceptable economy.
Yeah, definitely not. Another new CC lands here. Tavo is gonna try to reclaim it. And yeah, behind this, man, Cham is gonna build the whole tech tree of the set, man. Now there are infestors in the map.
Yep, infestors are on the map. We have Neural Parasite on the way. This is a surefire way to deal with Thors. That's why Broodlord Infestor is the composition of choice in the late game versus mech. We have a little bit of everything though. So Cham's army isn't the strongest right now, but oh my god, it's very mobile, and again, he just keeps getting more damage done.
Wow, there are so many Thors that they just kill the Locust before they land, but yeah, another base loss for Tavo. 12 worker skill. His economy is in tatters basically. He cannot get a fee for whatever he wants. It is impossible. Cham has this is what, the third time that he's been denied.
Yep. That's what I mean. It's really difficult to hold on to that 5th base. Like, it's not in a good defensive position at all. Meanwhile, Tavo's trying to clean up creep here towards the south. Roach Ravager rolls on in. Not the best fight here for for Cham, but the Locust Wave comes in as well, and any unit that he gets is worth it.
Yeah, kills a couple of tanks, kill, I believe, a couple of Thors as well. So not the best trade for Cham, but it doesn't need to be the best because of how ahead he is in economy.
Yeah, exactly. And Tavo, he knows that, so he's clearing up the creep here towards the south. He wants to expand here and take some of these southern bases instead, and we'll see if he's going to be able to do so. He's going to have his army down here as well to help make sure it stays protected, that it can be defended.
Man, this army is so, like, vulnerable, I think. Like, just how slow it is. Oh my god, there are ultaries on the map.
Why? Again, Cham is just making a little bit of everything. I don't know how cohesive his army really is, to be honest. Like, yeah.
Look, that's okay. If you throw enough rocks at a wall, you will break it eventually.
Eventually. Oh my god! The infestors coming from behind and they neural the tanks!
Yeah, neural the tanks, immediately everything dies, and there we go. Tavo GG's, he knows he's done, and the Cham takes the first game in the series.
GG. Cham with Broodlord, Corruptor, Infestor, Lingbane, Ravager, Ultra.
Oh god, man. That was a horrible time, I even cry.
GG. Cham does take the first game. But again, to be fair, that was all, I think, because of how good the early game was for Cham. Like, it was,
yeah,
it was crazy.
He destroyed every attempt that his opponent was gonna do to disrupt his economy, and then just went off.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, mate, he popped off hard, mate, and with that, Cham does take the first game. But as a reminder, it's a best of 5. We have plenty more games ahead of us, plenty more opportunities for Tavo to take a game of his own, and we'll see if he can pull it off here. As, oh my god, this map was not vetoed. That's crazy.
Look, it's Tavo. Tavo does crazy things sometimes. By the way, like, while we have a second, let me show you what I was gonna put there originally.
Go for it.
Look, can you recognize this?
Oh my, hold on, I gotta zoom in again. All right, it is, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yes, Volume 1.
Volume 1.
Yes.
That is a movie that I've seen with Sean Connery. I have not read the comic though. I've not read the comic.
The movie is really bad compared to the comic. So the comic is a lot better. So I have the first 2 volumes. There are 4 in total plus 2 spin-offs. Oh. So one day I will have them all. yeah, I very rarely read comics. This is one of the few that I own.
Yeah.
I own Volume 1 and Volume 2 over there.
I used to read more comics back in the day. I wish I got back into it because there's some really good stuff there. There's some really good stuff.
No, mate, it is now the 21st century, mate. Everyone reads manga.
Everyone reads digitally, mate. That nowadays, like the hardcovers aren't as common anymore, unfortunately. Even though, like, I love the feeling of having a book in my hand and all that stuff. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool that you have the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Nice.
Yes, I'll lend it to you if you ever come to Mexico.
If I ever come to Mexico, is it in Spanish or in English?
English.
Oh, okay.
I'm a purist, mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of purists, mate, Stargazers is loading. Map number 2.
Yeah, for the first time in the entire tournament, we are loading in to Stargazers.
I mean, not for me. It was map number 2 for me versus Masters. But here we go. Welcome everyone to Stargazers ALE. And spotting here, the victor from the first game of the series, the third player, Cham.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Stargazers, we have the Peruvian Terran player himself. He is purple, representing Team Super. It is Tavo.
I just noticed something like while looking at this map.
What's up?
Do you see the hole in the middle? That one? Mm-hmm. It looks like a star.
You only just now noticed that?
Look. I'm a Terran player, okay? Not a designer. Okay?
Oh, God. Yes.
I am not very much into aesthetics.
Shaking my head. There is a star here, you know. We can gaze into it. Tis the name of the map.
Oh my God, like, are we the Stargazers?
Oh, we're the Stargazers. Oh my God, it's crazy. It's all coming together. But yeah, it's a really nice aesthetic map, you know. We got purple water all over the place. We got a nice gold base here towards the south as well. And we also have a weird pocket base.
Yeah, weird pocket base indeed. It has a couple of mineral patches that you first need to dig out before taking it, but and it's pretty safe because there are minerals on the other side on that ramp to protect you. But there are minerals on the other side to protect you, man. So a couple of workers, a couple of mules even.
Yeah,
they can take it out.
They can. There's also a watchtower is here, and the watchtower does have enough range to see the base itself or to see the mining of that gas geyser. So, and also provide high ground vision as well. So there's kind of a lot that comes into this map. Yeah, it's pretty interesting and a pretty commonly vetoed map, to be honest. One of the more stranger maps in the map pool.
It's too bad because I actually like it. Reminds me of what's the name of the map? You know, the one that was very similar to this in the position of the bases.
Blackburn?
No, older one.
Golden Wall?
Yes, Golden Wall. Reminds me a lot of Golden Wall, but for some reason, I'm gonna be honest. For some reason, when I first loaded on this map, I was surprised of how well illuminated it is. like the game started and I saw my base and my workers and I'm like, oh my God, they're super clear. Like, no, I like it because one thing that I dislike of the current map pool, new map pool, is that a lot of the maps are like kind of dark.
Oh yeah, data
C. And this one is very well illuminated, even though it shouldn't look like, but it does.
Data C was incredibly dark. Even the ESO version, I think they updated it to make it a little bit lighter. But yeah, some of the maps are quite dark. It's this one, and I want to say I think Waterfall is also quite bright. So yeah, it's cool to see a nice variety in maps. Nice variety.
Mate, do you know why this map is so well illuminated?
Why?
It is being shot by the lamp that was in Blackburn.
There you go. It's all tied together, mate. It's all tied together. And speaking of tying everything together, Tavo is taking a fast third. I love it. While his orbital is being morphed in, he is mining out those minerals. Beyond did this a couple of weeks ago, and it's cool to see Tavo doing the same. And once again, Fusion Core.
Yes, Fusion Core once more. Let's see if this works out better. I mean, Tavo he just needs to control his VCs a little bit better, because I don't know if you saw, because you also noticed, I believe, in the game versus the Settlor, where the VCs of Tavo sometimes just stop for a second.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Like I think he rallied the VC. He went to do something to his base, but he didn't come back in time, so the VC is just stuck there receiving a couple of extra hits that probably shouldn't have. So Tavo needs to work on that. If he can keep the VC, it's gonna be a much different story, I think, than in game number 1, where Cham just could do everything that he wanted in the mid game.
Oh yeah, 100%. You can do so much more with the power of multiple BCs early on. But Tavo is switching things up here. Tavo doesn't get Yamato. He is still going for that first BC, but he's going for Stim.
So Steam is gonna be. We're going to see Bio this game. I hope this works better than it did for him that the mech did for him in the previous game. Meanwhile, behind this Cham, 4 bases already. The 4th one is under construction. You know how Zerk is, like 3 bases, unimpeded, like what can the lowly Terran do? But yeah, the first VC is about to finish. I like that Tavo got this Viking to clean up all the overlords around the map. This VC is gonna go uncontested without issue, and there we go. It is already on the main base.
Goes into the main base. We do have a pool here of Cham just keeping his drones alive. Now this BC is supposed to, as well as the Vikings, supposed to try and catch Cham off guard. Try and be like, hey, look, I'm going mech again, right? And especially because Cham, again, he works off of very little scouting. If you look at his vision again, he didn't see a single thing. He has no idea what his opponent's doing. So for all he knows, it is mech again.
Yeah, and just like in the previous game, Cham doesn't care. He's still going for settling bailing, just like in game number 1. He's not going for Spire this time though. Big difference. So this settling bailing is gonna hit harder and a lot earlier, which is good, because the bio that his opponent has is gonna be ready very soon to move out, and he's probably gonna have the units, the correct units to defend this.
Yeah. I also think it's interesting that Cham, he skipped his Spire and avoided it to go for a faster infestation pit, and we see why. As soon as it's done, 12 Swarm Hosts are on the way, and this is the Cham that I remember from Battle of the Americas. He, even against Bio, would go Swarm Host. He's crazy like that.
Yes, if you are a third player and you are watching this and just like, oh, I want to be like Cham, don't be like Cham, please. I'm pretty sure that Light is going to tell you that usually Swarm Host does not work very well versus Bio. It is like, the DPS is too big for the Swarm Host to really do something.
Yeah, like Swarmhurst, this is very unusual. This is very iconic to Cham, very characteristic of him specifically. I'm pretty sure he's beaten Cham with Swarmhurst before. That one DreamHack where where Cham beat Special, I meant to say. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he was able to pull that off with Swarmhurst. But just because, like, Juanito Special just didn't know what the hell Cham was doing. He was like, what the hell is going on? Oh my god.
Look, Macaco style, mate, Macaco style. Yes, and there we go. Tavo sees the Swarm Host, so he's gonna engage. Ooh, the Swarm Hosts are not in a really good position here.
Oh my god, a bit of an A move forward as well. 2 of those Swarm Hosts do get sniped, but the Locust Wave gets into the main base. Not gonna find any damage at all here.
Yeah, not even a single building is gonna be destroyed. Luckily, the most of the Swarm Hosts managed to get out without issue. But yeah, that was a bad position by Cham. He was seconds away from losing everything.
Oh yeah, seconds away, mate. He only lost 2 swarm hosts in the end. He's working on a very fast hive because he's already got the infestation pit, so why the hell not? But Tavo has a nice army and a really nice opportunity to push out right now. I say that 1-1 is already done here for Cham. He has a decent amount of Ling Bane. Tavo still has to be careful pushing onto creep.
Yeah, he's pushing onto creep, but there we go. The Ling Bane of Cham is coming on. Okay, Sixtance, Siege. So they're ready.
Oh yeah, the tanks are ready. Looks like Cham is going for another bit of a water buy with those swarm hosts.
Interesting. Try to defend with your Ling Bane at home while the swarm hosts do the work at the opponent base. Oh, is he gonna deny the Widowmine Burrow? Yes, wow. It is. Widowmine Burrow time has been denied. Meanwhile, all of the army of Cham is surrounding the army of Tavo, man. In everything is dead. All the tanks, all the marines, only the medivans are gonna survive, maybe.
Yeah, and even then the queens dish out as much DPS as possible. Ling Bane queen to defend, swarm host to harass. The swarm host didn't do much, but they did get a lot of add-ons. They denied concussive shell, they denied drilling claws, and they can also go towards that pocket base as well. I love it. Cham abusing the map a little bit here. You know, these bases are a little bit vulnerable on their right-hand side, especially when you don't expand triangularly here, like Tavo didn't do.
Finally. Okay, no, he went for the Broodlings instead of the another denied on the Widowmine Burrow time. This is pretty annoying to lose your add-on this way.
Ooh. At the same time, Ling Bane rolls on in, and the fourth base goes down immediately for Tavo. Only 7 SCVs, but regardless, Tavo knocked down to only 3 bases. And Cham is pulling him apart, and these swarm hosts, like, they've been slowly, getting the damage, paying for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's Cham. I can't believe that it is working. Yeah. But once more, if you are a third player and you want to copy Cham, please don't. Go for a more standard setting Bailing Muta or something like that, and you'll be fine. It'll be better.
Yeah, it's like, again, like Cham takes a lot of risks here with going for these swarm hosts, but so far he's been able to get away with it. Meanwhile, there's plenty of Ling Bane on the ground. He cleans up the army in the middle of the map. At the same time, the swarm hosts are going for another wave towards the pocket base. At the same time, Tavo goes for a double drop into the main of Cham.
Yes, nice double drop. The army of Cham immediately go back to defend. There's a lot of settling Baneling, and they don't kill many SCVs, but they do force the SCVs to move out to defend themselves. And a lift off of that CC, that is lost mining time.
A lot of lost mining time right now.
A lot of mining time.
He's on 2 bases, basically. He's on less than 2 bases. At the same time, another Ling Bane run by going to hit the 4th base. It's going to be building on location. The Banelings, they go for the army instead.
Yeah, Banelings go for the army. They kill the Widow Mines. That weird Bane build there. The Widow Mines did not manage to burrow in time because they don't have the upgrade.
Drilling claws is never going to finish. The base gets up, but at the cost of the army and 14 SCVs.
Yeah, 55 workers for Tavo, 86 for Cham. Tavo GG's, he knows he cannot do it. And Cham, 2-0.
Wow. GG. Cham takes that 2-0 lead despite being in the dark, despite not knowing about the opener. He had plenty of queens, he had plenty of safety spores to defend as well. And yeah, going for that swarm host style. It's been a while since I've seen it. Again, I haven't seen it since DreamHack 2021 against Special. It's been a long time, but Cham's still doing it. He's still doing it. It's disgusting.
Yeah, GG, mate. That was Stargazers, and we're gonna go from the brightest map in the map pool to what you call it, the dimmest one in the map pool. He's gonna be Data C.
Oh yeah, here we go. Potentially the final map or the start of a comeback here for our Peruvian Terran player. Can he do it? Can he pull it off? Can we go all the way to game 4? At least I would hope so. Data C, not a bad map for Mech. We saw that Tavo took down the Zerg Lord on this map. Oh boy. And here we go. The countdown is upon us. Game number 3. Darking, do you believe? Do you believe in Tavito?
Yes. I believe in the power of Terra. And there we go. Welcome everyone to Data C, map number 3, and spawning here. The top right hand corner of the map. The red shirt player, currently up to 0. This is Cham.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Data C, we have the Peruvian Terran player himself representing Team Super. It is Tavo. Oh my god.
Ooh. Mate, I think we have a couple of deserters here.
Mate, I don't think we're going to see mech on this map.
Mate, don't you remember proxy factories?
Oh my god, not like this, papi, not like this. Well, we're going to be seeing some proxy raxes here. So far, no gases have been taken whatsoever from the side of Tavo. Oh boy, some Marines are going to be on the horizon here. Cham, how good is his scouting going to be? His overlords are going to be here towards the center of the map. I don't think he's going to see this.
I mean, Light, check the other overlord.
Uh-oh!
Cham knows. Cham has mind powers, Light.
Oh yeah, mate, he knows about the proxy locations. He is en route and looking to scout, and he is going to eventually spot this. And once he does, again, he's going to be able to be aware. 2 Raxes isn't the most committed. It's not as committed as 3 or 4. So because of that, Cham, he's going to be looking to save his natural base. He's going to be looking to pull some workers and make sure bunkers do not finish for Tavo.
Yeah, and there we go. The overlord sees it. He's like, oh shit. I mean, makes sense for Cham to scout this way because, you know, game number 1, you beat your opponent mech. Game number 2, you beat your opponent bio. What's left? You beat your opponent cheese. That is what you need to do.
And
there we go. Only 3 workers pulled though.
Yeah. Again, very little commitment here, but forces the cancel on the first bunker already. And here we go. The rest of the boys are being pulled as well, looking to get a bit of a surround here on these building SCVs and on the Marines as well.
Yeah, that bunker is not gonna finish, not with the settling now. There we go, another cancel. Now there are four Marines here. There's a lot more DPS. The first SCV is killed, only 1 SCV left. The Spine Crawler is about to finish.
Wow, the Spine is about to finish. It looks like it is within range. This SCV will not finish. The bunkers will not complete. Tavo is not going to be able to deal much damage at all here with these Marines.
Yeah, if I were him, I will go back now because no, you cannot break this. And Tavo GG's. And that is it. Cham is your Copa Hyperion number 47 champion.
Wow, that was a very clean defense from Cham. You were talking about it, you know, he pulled the minimal amount of workers first, and then he pulled a couple more. He had a Spine behind it. Very nice rounds, very nice target fire. That was clinical from Cham. Wow. And Darking, even though Terran doesn't win tonight, Mexico wins. Mexico wins.
I mean, I suppose that is true. But it's not Terran made. I mean, is it really a win?
Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Regardless, congratulations to Cham on becoming our champion. Again, he was the favorite coming in here for a reason. But I want to give a massive shout out to Tavo, because Tavo looked damn good getting here to the grand finals.
Yes, definitely. Second place, well deserved. He doesn't leave empty-handed. He did win $10 for today's second place. Mm-hmm. So, nice one for him, and congratulations to Cham. This is now Cham 14th victory in Copa Hyperion Light.
14 wins. That's a lot of wins. That's a lot of championships. It's great to see Cham coming back here. It looks like maybe he was getting a little bit hungry. It looks like he wanted enough money for his Uber Eats tonight, and he is gonna be eating well. So yeah, it's always nice to see Cham return to Copa Hyperion. Always nice. And thank you so much as well, Darking, for joining me today, for being here to cheer on your fellow countrymen, not just the countrymen, but also a lot of Terrans today as well. It felt like a very unique tournament. Very special, very special. It was cool to have you be a part of it.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, not only I casted, I played it.
Yeah.
No, so Funara, everyone in the chat for not played it. Funara IVP, you could play it. You can pull a Cosmos if you want.
I don't know if I'm that shameless.
No, I mean it's not. It's totally not shameless because there is no raffle here.
True.
You play because of love.
True. That's why Cosmos wasn't playing in Copa Hyperion. Oh god. Yeah. I mean, maybe one day. We'll see. Maybe if I'm not casting one day.
You know, we'll have Yaku cover you in the cast while you play. And then you can come and tell us your experiences. Who knows? Maybe you win your first round.
I want to play against White Adrian, mate. That's why I won. That's. Oh god, but yeah, GG, well played to all the players who did rock up today, and I hope everyone in the chat enjoyed themselves as well. We had some very entertaining games, very great players that we were able to feature today as well, and yeah, GG, Papi,
GG everyone.
And with that, Darking, do you have anything else? I mean, you know, are you going to stream this week? I know you've been pretty busy, and I know you haven't had too much chances to ladder this week, though.
I probably gonna stream tomorrow because it's Saturday and it's Magic the Gathering Day.
Oh.
This week on the client on Magic Online, we have a flashback draft. So we have the current set is called Streets of New Capena. And but this week, a part of that, you can draft War of the Spark, which is a set that is like how many years? Like 4 years ago, something like that. So it is a nice chance to revisit some old favorites. I mean, old favorites for some. I was not playing at that time, so it was during my hiatus time. So yeah, you can maybe check it out. Follow me on my Twitter here at Darking665 to see when I go live, if I go live, and then follow me on my Twitch.
There you go. Follow him on Twitch at Darking665. You can follow him there. Make him play some StarCraft. Make him... Darking, he was talking some big talk a couple of weeks ago, talking about how, you know what, he wants to ladder again. He wants to practice. He wants to train. He wants to get good. The first step is laddering. The first step is actually playing the game, okay?
Look, I have ladder, man. I am ranked this season.
Gotta keep going though. Gotta keep going. But yes. So you follow me as well at @light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I stream throughout the week. I may stream later today. We'll see. I'm gonna focus on eating first. I need to get some food inside me. I need to make sure everything is set up as well.
You streamed your food, and there we go. Maximize your time online.
Fun fact, mate. I'm having ceviche today. Ceviche, papi, ceviche. Wait, have you? I don't think I've asked you. Do you know what ceviche is? Have you had it in Mexico?
I know what it is. I never had it.
Mate, what's going on, papi? Ay.
Look. I'm from Monterrey. Ceviche is not a big thing here.
Yeah, like... but you still have Inca Cola, you know. You know, you're already halfway there. You're basically almost Peruvian, okay? You have some Inca Cola, and then you make yourself some ceviche, okay? And it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna be having that later on. So yeah, I may stream. We'll see. I'm gonna be getting ready for our team league matches. For those wondering, this week, back to back, we're gonna be playing the CranKy Ducklings. We're gonna be playing against Genesis Gaming and License to Kill. So two relatively strong North American teams. Genesis Gaming more of a European team nowadays, to be fair. So yeah, we're playing them both this week, and these are our last matches in the round robin group stage of the Rakshir Team League. Oh boy, we need these wins, and if we get them, we will qualify for the playoffs. So pretty important matches.
So yeah, pretty important matches. Good luck to you. Good luck to your boys. I hope Neo plays.
Oh my god. Vindicta will be there. Stardock will be there. Eric will probably be there. Eric has to try and slip. The thing is that he's also playing in an Age of Empires tournament as well, a couple of hours beforehand. So hopefully that finishes, and then he can play in the matches. He should have plenty of time. It's
okay, mate. It's okay, mate. If everything goes to worse, you can always sign Asher, bro.
Actually true. Asher is a new Duckling. I don't know if you saw the announcement. He is a brand new
Yeah, I know.
Duckling.
This is why I mentioned it, because why not?
True.
No.
I mean, he is GM. He did hit GM this season.
Who doesn't? Who hasn't?
I know. Aye. Saberlight got GM. White Hydra. Everyone, mate. Everyone.
Yeah, we finally had our nine Mexican GM.
There you go.
White Hydra.
So you can follow me there if you're interested. Otherwise, our next broadcast is going to be, let me quickly check. It's going to be our Rakshir Team League match in less than 24 hours, I believe. Let's see. It's going to be in 14 hours. So I'm going to have to quickly have a nap later and wake up in time for Rakshir. It's at 5 a.m. for us. An awful time, but a fine time for like our American and European ducklings, so it's okay.
All good, mate. Good luck.
Thank you. We're gonna need it. Some tough competition, tough composition, but I believe.
Easy 3-0.
It's a best of 7, mate. Best of 7. 4-0, puppy. 4-0. Let's go.
No, I mean 3-0, and then your opponent comes back.
No. But yeah, with that, Darkin, do you have anything else you want to add before we head off for the night?
Nothing. Just that everyone, please keep playing StarCraft.
Yes, keep on playing. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. And we will see you guys for our Rakshir Team League match in around 14 to 15 hours. See you then.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao.